Well, welcome back, everyone. 8:12 on your Sunday morning. And despite our drought restrictions here in Central Texas, water still not hard to come by. In other parts of the world, though, it's a much different situation. Taking a closer look, a child dies every 20 seconds from unsafe drinking water. Women spend an estimated 200 million hours collecting water every day. Can you imagine? And not having any clean water makes it hard for communities to grow and develop. But local organizations well aware is trying to change that. This morning, Sarah Evans and her team are with us. They just got back from Kenya to put in their 26th water system. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So you have been on the ground putting in these water systems for how long now?
We have. For about 5.5 years, we've been implementing water systems in Kenya.
What does that entail? I know you brought some photos with you, or sent us some photos to show folks at home this morning about this process. But what does it entail? I mean, getting ready up to that point and then the installation.
Yeah, thanks for asking, because we function a little bit differently than traditional water charity. We have a full team of hydrogeologists and engineers who help identify projects and work with the community to prepare them for implementation, plan the projects, oversee implementation, and then conduct follow-up. So there's a lot that goes on before we ever put a water system in the ground. But then once we have done that and the community is fully trained, then we can pass over ownership of the system entirely to the community, and they're self-sustainable.
Got it. I think we may have had some pictures. I don't know if we can pop those up again, because I do want you to kind of walk us through the process of installing, I mean, you know some of the people in those photos. I'm not sure if you were here when these folks were here, but tell us about them.
Yes, this was actually on our most recent trip where National Geographic creative photographer Greg Davis came along. This is his photograph. We'll talk about the event coming up soon. This is in a northern area of Kenya, which is very, very arid. This is a picture that was taken about a year after we implemented the water system, and as you can see, they're growing crops. They also have a new school there now. They have a lot more agriculture. They have commerce, and they have about 3,000 more people who have moved to the community that the water system is now supporting fully.
Wow, and obviously this photo, beautiful. You mentioned these pictures coming from a National Geographic photographer, and I understand this is the first time people are seeing these photographs, and they can see a whole lot more coming up this Friday.
That's right, yeah. So this Friday in Austin at VUCA at 7 p.m. we have an exhibition, and so we will reveal a lot of the photographs that Greg Davis took on that trip, and so everybody is welcome to come. It's we do need people to buy tickets, but it's a benefit for our organization so that we can provide more clean water to more communities.
Perfect. And that event is happening on Monroe Street. So again, it's at VUCA. Is that a restaurant?
It's not. VUCA is a remarkable building. That's actually where we also office. It's some co-working space, some dedicated office space, and a big event venue. It's beautiful.
Got it. I've been in Austin for about 7 years. I still am learning about new places each and every day. I just assume a cool name. Hey, is it a restaurant?
Right.
And so also I wanted to ask you just one more quick question. I mean, a lot of, we hear a lot of people obviously involved in some amazing things like this. What drew you to it?
That's a good question. I was a lawyer, and then I did some lobbying. I met a friend who invited me to help raise some money to replace some of the agricultural animals that were dying in her father's village in Kenya. But when I looked into it a little more, because I tend to be obsessed with things, I realized that what they really needed was a sustainable source of clean water. So it took a few years, but I met some people. We raised some funds and we flew to Kenya and we drilled our first water well in 2010.
Do you still practice law, or is this your deal full-time now?
I am a retired lawyer. Yeah, I'm full-time, well-aware, and clean water these days.
Well, thank you for the work that you're doing, and thank you for sharing it with us. And I know the event will be a huge success this Friday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.